The reason if you don't have what you want to have in life, whatever your goal is because you're not consistent doing the same thing over and over again.
Gogo, welcome. Thank you for joining the CPI community today, and we'd love to hear more from you about the Greatness Tracker.
So the Greatness Tracker is kind of like a reminder of what you need to be doing every day, not ride that real estate roller coaster. So face-to-face are any meetings where you're going to meet someone face-to-face. Now that doesn't have to be like in a coffee shop. It could be at school drop-off and pick-up. It could be at yoga. It could be your book club. Now everything I mentioned here, it only counts if real estate came up. So you're going to want to have at least 3 face-to-faces every single day in a week. The next one is breaking bread. So break bread meaning you sat down with someone, you had coffee, you ate something, right? You were physically in their space. You want to have at least 2 a day. Your goal is to get in front of people. So now you're going to ask them, okay, tell me about you. What do you do for a living? Yada, yada, right? Guess what she's going to ask you in return? She's going to ask you what you do for a living. So the conversation naturally will come up. The person who asks the questions guide the conversation. The next one is great phone calls, right? Anything that somehow ties back to real estate, it's a phone call. You can count that, and you should have at least 4 a day. The next one is wet leads. Those are, again, calls with leads. We only have 1 box here, okay? If you do this right, you're gonna need way more than 1 phone call a day for leads, okay? But it's just in there for a reminder for you to call all of your leads from the previous day, previous week, previous month. The next one is referral partners. So here's what dawned on me one day. I had a lender that I pretty much sent all of my business to. At that time, I did the math. I sent $9 million worth of business to this lender and asked me how many leads he sent me in return.
How many leads did he send you in return?
Not 1. So I was like, okay, hold on a minute. Let me get this straight. I feed your family, but you don't feed mine. I don't call it a partnership. So I want you to look at all of your partner referral relationships and have these conversations with them and say, I'm not asking for anything I wouldn't or don't do for you. So what I'm asking is tooth for a tooth, eye for an eye. So if I'm sending you a lead, you send me a lead. We also have a preferred vendors list. So we built that out for pretty much everything you can think of in real estate. So what do they need? A moving company. What do they need? A house cleaning company, a painter, a plumber, an electrician, or whatever they can possibly need in the middle of a real estate transactions. Those are the things that you need. So make sure that you have that conversation with your preferred partners, that the referrals go both ways. The next one is past clients. So you definitely want to follow up with your past clients. We have a document that we called our favorites list. And the favorites list is what we follow up with our past clients. And the favorites list talks about, are they married or not? When is their anniversary date? Who is their spouse? What is their phone number? Email address? Do they have children? How old are they? Do they have any food allergies? Because if they're allergic to peanut, then yes, I'm not going to take them a peanut cake for their anniversary. The next one is current clients, right? So just kind of follow up with your current clients so they know that you are thinking about them, whatever that is that you need to talk to them. The next one is social media posts. So social media posts is what we do every single day, multiple of them, into my feeds, into my stories. But my agents on my team, they are responsible for making 1 post a day. The next one is events. I want you to attend at least 2 events a week. And an event is where multiple people are in the same place physically. A Zoom call like this is not an event. Where there's multiple people and you had a chance to introduce yourself as a realtor, that's an event. So I want you to have 2 a week. Hours prospected. Prospecting for me, I don't cold call, I never have. I don't do scripts, I don't role play, I don't do any of that, right? I don't call strangers, I call people that I know. I meet with people that I know, or I meet with people who I want to know. So I want you to write down, if you did all of these things that we mentioned above, how many hours did that take you? So I want you to add up your hours that you prospected each day, and it should equal to a minimum of 21 hours a week. The next one is thank you cards. Now you can do this for a while. We don't do them anymore because eventually when you get super busy, you're not going to have the time to do this. If it's a handwritten, everybody always opens it and it makes you feel good because somebody thought of you and took their own time and their own physical motion and their own thoughts to send you a special message. The next one is leads. So if you do all of the above, you should generate at least 10 leads a week. Consistency is what you want to get to. And consistency comes from creating habits that you don't have right now. The reason if you don't have what you want to have in life, whatever your goal is because you're not consistent doing the same thing over and over again. So you will see if you do all this, what's your result? And based on that, you get to decide where's your greatness lies.